थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग हियर एंड वॉइस चेक वगैरह हो गई अगेन कोई कंफर्म कर देगा तो अच्छा है. सो अगर आप नए हैं हमारे चैनल पे तो लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस मी फर्स्ट. माय नेम इज डॉक्टर संतोष कुमार भारती. मैं यहाँ बोस्टन मैसेच्यूसेट्स में रहता हूँ. एक छोटी सी फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी के लिए काम करता हूँ. सीनियर साइंटिस्ट हूँ. एंड रघु इज वन ऑफ माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड. ही इज ए प्रिंसिपल साइंटिस्ट इन जॉनसन एंड जॉनसन. सो अभी रघु हमारे पास ऐसे विजिट कर रहा है तो हम सोचे कि रघु का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करते हैं. आप लोग भी रघु के एक्सपीरियंस से कुछ बेनिफिट उठा लें. और मेरा एक कॉमन चीज़ है, रघु के मिस्टेक से एक्सपीरियंस से मैंने काफ़ी कुछ सीखा है तो मेरा टाइम बच जाता है. सो एक्सपीरियंस मैटर. सो रघु ने यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर साइंसेस बेंगलोर से बैचलर किया एंड देन यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर साइंसेस धारवाड़ से मास्टर किया and then he qualified NET, CSR JRF and all those things. He was working in a project and then he thought, okay, I am going to do PhD from really a good place. Then he came to USA and USA में रटगर यूनिवर्सिटी न्यू जर्सी से PhD फिनिश किया एंड देन वन ऑफ द फेमस प्लेस नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हेल्थ वहाँ से पोस्टडॉक किया एंड ही वाज वेरी प्रो फॉर द एकेडमिक रिसर्च, very pro, and then he decided to move to the industry. And I think you are very happy with the industry experience, and we are going to talk. So can you tell me what you are doing now and what is your position, work profile?
Yeah, current work the principal scientist and associate director for virology or viral safety studies in Johnson and Johnson. Okay, I think हम तो दो वीडियो बना के तुम्हारा कुछ यूट्यूब चैनल में डाले थे. हाउ आई केम टू यूएसए फॉर पीएचडी विद एग्रीकल्चर बैकग्राउंड, हाउ आई डिड एंड हाउ आई केम इनटू basic sciences. That was one part, and then the second part was like from academic background into industry.
Yeah. So दो वीडियो बहुत हेल्पफुल है. अगर जो लोग नहीं देखे हैं उसका लिंक इस वीडियो के नीचे मैं डाल दूंगा बाद में, तो आप उसको भी देख सकते हैं. इन स्क्रीन में भी लगा देंगे तो वो वीडियो आप देख सकते हैं.
So at that time when I gave that interview, I was senior scientist.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I am principal scientist.
And that was just 1 year before.
Is it?
1.5 year.
Not 1 year. I don't.
Papa was here. Papa यहाँ पे थे.
Okay, I don't remember.
I 1.5 year.
Okay.
1.5 year.
Okay.
So there is a huge opportunity from senior scientist to principal scientist, come associate director.
No, that was overall. It took me 4 years to reach
that place.
Yeah, associate director position or principal scientist position.
Okay.
So yeah, from last October, mid-October, I'm in this new role. So what basically does is, before joining this role, I was working completely on the basic research to create the virus, means to take the virus and make it as a drug for cancer treatment.
So kind of जैसे हम लोग पैरासीटामोल खाते हैं, in place of paracetamol anyone can have like that virus injected at the right place and उसका treatment होगा.
So अभी के ट्रेंड में, अभी के ग्राउंड ब्रेक थ्रू रिसर्च में जो भी कहला जाता है, मोस्ट एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी में, वायरस इज बीइंग यूज्ड एज अ ट्रीटमेंट फॉर कैंसर, फॉर जीन थेरेपी. Okay, so more, and also genome editing, more things are going to come. So this is the latest technology.
So थोड़ा सा यहाँ ब्रेक करके कुछ क्वेश्चंस लेता हूँ मैं. एंड सुबह मैं बोल रहे हैं आई एम ए फाइनल बीएससी एग्रीकल्चर स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम RLBCAU झांसी. आपने क्वेश्चन तो पूछा नहीं भाई.
राजस्थान.
यस. सो डॉक्टर रघु फर्स्ट वीडियो वाज इंस्पायरिंग. थैंक यू. जो नहीं देखे उस वीडियो को देख सकते हैं आप. And yes, so Faridabad. And so, sir, how did you manage to justify your reason to change your field from pathology to biochemistry to your prospective supervisor for PhD in USA? यस. सो ये एक बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन हो सकता है एंड प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है कि आप प्लांट साइंस एंड पैथोलॉजी में काम किए हैं, बायोमेडिकल रिसर्च में जाना है, अपने पीएचडी सुपरवाइजर को कैसे कन्विंस करोगे कि आई एम कैपेबल ऑफ डूइंग द बायोमेडिकल रिसर्च? वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन.
एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि they ask you certain questions, basic questions. and they will really know you what you are. Okay. In my case, it happened. Uh, I did not get success just right away. I failed a couple of times.
Okay.
Okay. So I qualified CSIR, but could not crack the interviews. So I gave interview in almost all top universities in India. IASC, CCMB, NCBS, what is this? What is this? ICGB. Yeah. I gave NI. I didn't go to NIA. So most of the big places.
So
So
GRF
even after
certificate.
GRF, you have to if you
Yeah.
want to get into the premium one,
Okay,
you have
okay.
to give the interviews.
Okay. Yes, definitely.
So in IIC, I clearly remember they asked me a question that uh, I think the question was, can you tell about the molecular basis of changing the timing of the flowering? I didn't know that.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a question. If you are coming from an agriculture background and if you are talking about some plant biology, whether you know certain things or not. Of course, I knew how the operon concept works and how the BT cotton was developed. What is the Bacillus thuringiensis? How it is used in the it, it was being used in genetic manipulation. But I didn't know what was the molecular basis of flowering.
So
and
एक
how-
क्वेश्चन यहाँ के PhD बॉस से था.
No, ये IASC interview में था. I failed there. So I could not get that. And one of my classmates, she got there, but she did not join later. And then in NCCS Pune, I got it, but one of the professors said I don't have good English speaking abilities. So there were a couple of failures. Even
Yeah.
I could not crack in, I could not, I think in CDFD. In my entire batch, I was the first one got interviewed. Means first candidate to be interviewed in that on that day. So I got so nervous, I could not answer a couple questions. So I failed. So, but that became normal after some time.
And then you succeed. Yeah.
And then finally I succeeded. So I went to JNCSR to do the research. There I answered a couple of questions what professor was not expecting from me.
So again,
I myself surprised because that was a question where it required thinking
okay.
rather than just telling about your knowledge. You have to think about the answer and answer it.
So again, I'm going to back to question and very the brief summary कि यहाँ पे कोई question नहीं हुआ. Plant आता है.
Plant का नहीं आता है, but transition where it happened. This is what I.
Okay.
So after leaving all that part, I worked as a research associate.
So we are getting a lot of questions. So
using my CSR JRF. Okay, I joined JNCSR. While joining there, Professor Raghavendra asked me some questions. I was plant virology, but he was working on HIV. So he did not care whether I was coming from plant virology or not. But he asked few questions which required thinking and addressing. I answered and I was surprised myself.
Okay.
He took me in.
Okay.
That changed a lot. So there I worked for close to 2 years. Then I came to US.
So there's two questions from Namaste from Germany. He's Pius doing PhD in Germany, and he has a question. So what is your experience transitioning from academic to the industry? Not very long, but yes, you can share it very quickly.
Yeah.
He's doing PhD. He's in third year.
So basically, academics I liked a lot. Even after joining into industry, I was telling many of my friends like Santosh, not many, only a couple of friends where I can tell anything. So I still wanted to do in academics. That's what I was saying. So here I am doing the most cutting edge research. So if you look in that angle, there is no
Comparison.
not much difference. So you are doing the most advanced technology, you're working on most advanced technology and you like it, exciting, everything. Only thing is publication, it will come, but it will take time.
Yeah.
So not too different in nowadays. So industry is evolving so much.
Yeah.
You will get the same excitement and same kind of challenges in the industry, and you get very good money.
But
So
same
it will be
time,
much better.
if you are comparing yourself and your PhD and postdoc mentor and everything, but same time, if you compare a lot of the majority where like people are hiring postdoc just to get their own work done, but they are not promoting much. So there are so many things as involved. So if you see how the industry is giving you facility or opportunity to grow, learn, and do the research you want.
It all depends on your capabilities. That's what I am understanding.
Yeah.
So there is in my previous company, a couple of people will join simultaneously. Some are below me, some are like even although we just joined in the same level, because they can tackle better the question or the project better, so they will be given more responsibilities. It's not like it comes with the seniority, it comes with the capabilities.
Capability.
For sure.
Yes.
Even in academics, if you want to grow, it's all about your capability. We have to realize that nothing comes from seniority. Even if it comes, you cannot change it.
Yeah.
It's about your capabilities and how you dare to take the challenges.
Yeah.
You have to come forward to take challenge, basically, rather than
Yes, come forward. So you show your potential that I have a leadership quality and I can grow.
So whether you can handle better way or not, that comes over a period. But first and foremost thing is, you should never think twice to accept responsibility. If somebody comes and asks you whether you can take this or not, do this job, or can you train this person, can you take more work, you should never say, okay, let me think about
also, if someone is facing a problem and if you know that you can solve it, just jump in without asking, hey, offer the help. I can solve this problem, I can help you to solve this problem.
So that's where you can grow in the industry.
Yeah. So same question, हमने जब इंटरव्यू दे रहा था अपनी कंपनी में तो अपने सीईओ से पूछा था कि how you promote the leaders here. So उसने बोला था कि depends upon your capability and what you are doing. It does not matter your education and seniority. Although there is a effect, but if you can do more work and you can take the project, you can lead the project, you can lead the team. Definitely we try to promote from internal, we do not try to bring from outside. So he clearly said that it's depend upon your capability. Let's go to next questions. सर आपने कोरोना वैक्सीन का काम किया था क्या? नहीं. And so since the duration of BSc Agriculture in ICR Institute is 4 years. So
everywhere it is 4 years.
Everywhere. Agriculture में कहीं भी है. Either college, university, India में कहीं भी 4 year है.
Agriculture universities में 4 years degree है.
Even non-agriculture university में, but agriculture अगर program है तो that is 4 year. I know that.
I just saw like last week some information that India, they are changing the education system way drastically, and it is matching towards US.
That is good news. At least I can say that is good news. Ki someone, if you want to do the PhD, they can directly go from the bachelor to the PhD. They should not spend 2 years in the master or MTech.
If you have 4 years degree, like agriculture or BTech engineering, you can directly join for PhD in US.
Yes.
That we didn't know when we were working, when we were students.
So Alisa Lucky, sir, is it necessary to do postdoc before moving to the industry? No.
Not required, because my batchmates joined because of the visa issues. We cannot move. In industry.
But I have a colleague who is working here in that my company. He just finished the PhD, joined the industry on OPT.
Because they were PhDs from here.
But you are also PhD from here.
If we were PhD from here, we can use our student visa and join the industry. My batchmate did. One female was there.
So
there were a couple of
yes, so India से भी आप join कर सकते हैं. The only problem is visa. So people do not get visa from industry. अगर आप इंडिया में हो तो इंडस्ट्री से वीजा मिलना is really tough. So यहाँ पे लोग आते हैं postdoc में easily J1 वीजा मिलता है and then later they change to green card and go to industry. But यहाँ से कोई PhD कर रहा है, they can easily go to industry on OPT visa and then later they can convert to H1, green card and whatever. And companies are very supportive. I see companies are very supportive in the green card and as well. Okay, so next question में हम move करते हैं. Oh, Manvi, how much we can save while doing PhD in USA? ये तो personal है क्योंकि
no, yeah, that is true. Definitely, it depends on your nature of spending things. Okay, no matter where you stay, it will cover your food, your rent, and then at least 30% of the money you can easily save. 30 to 50%. 50% will go.
So if you are good,
no matter where you are, you cannot save 50% because you have to pay the rent. And if you share the rental place and all, you can save a little bit more.
So I have seen in my experience, it depends upon people to people. If you are good and do not mind sharing with the people, some people get like 2 bedroom and 4 people share. So you can save a lot of money. At least while doing degree, even if you are saving 10%, 20%, it's a lot of money.
For up to 50% you can easily save. But because no matter where you stay, unless you go for certain things which you don't have to do, then definitely you can save 40 to 50% of the salary after tax, not before tax.
Okay, so the next question, my son is civil engineer, he want job in USA, so that is a little tricky. Very few people who do BTech in India and get directly job in US industry. It's really very few people. जैसे IIT से अक्सर आप लोग देखते हैं कि 1 करोड़ का पैकेज है, 50 लाख का पैकेज है, डायरेक्टली उससे में आ रहे हैं. तो वो कुछ कंपनी जाती है, सर्टेन लोगों को पिक करती है, बट बहुत कम लोगों को इंडिया से डायरेक्ट जॉब मिलती है. तो लोग क्या करते हैं, एक राउट है कि इंडिया आ गए स्टडी के लिए, देन ट्रांजिट टू इंडस्ट्री और एनी जॉब, एंड या फिर रिसर्च के लिए आ गए, देन लेटर द ट्रांजिट टू द जॉब. तो इस तरह करते हैं. इस पे हम लोग थोड़ा गाइड कम कर सकते हैं कि इंडिया में कैसे हैं तो आप जॉब कैसे पाएंगे. So Alisa Lucky, if H4 EAD is an option, then should I move to industry or should I go for a postdoc for few years, then move to the industry? My field is RNA, virus and vaccines.
Just go ahead with if you want to be in industry, just get into the industry.
Because there will be not much benefit of spending research.
Yeah, if you are not interested in academics, don't go there.
Don't go there.
No, not required.
And also you will not get benefit of those postdoc experience.
Yeah, because if you want to go, you won't get those number of years won't be counted unless it is directly related. You will get the opportunity to join, but experience wise, they still count as 0 years.
Almost 0 year. Yeah. So the same question again coming from the Pius, Namaste from Germany. Let's say I want to transit in industry after my PhD. Do you think is it a good idea to transit in early stage rather than going for a postdoc?
Earlier is better.
Earlier is better.
My friends, my batchmates, PhD batchmates, I'm not talking about anybody else. People who joined PhD in the same batch of me in Rutgers, New Jersey. We are all in different places right now, different companies. People who joined directly after PhD, they are in bigger position right now than me. So I'm still lagging behind.
Same with me. So if you want to move to industry, earlier is much better. And also I am telling you the salary wise, if you spend like 5-6 years, 7 years in the postdoc and coming to the industry and a PhD directly moving to the industry, they started the same salary, same position.
Yeah.
Yes. So and people are also industry people are much interested in hiring the fresh PhD than experienced postdoc.
Opportunities are more if you directly join after PhD.
Yes, because no one want to handle a tough nut.
Okay. The problem is the more we get experience, in academics, it will be difficult to hire you, because when I joined in the industry, I had to interview a couple of people, and likewise, my colleagues also wanted to interview a couple of candidates for the positions under them. We were thinking how to hire, and then the common point which came out is it will be easier to handle younger people than handling the older people.
Yeah.
Means experienced people. If somebody is elder to me, it's difficult to handle. 1 or 2 years is fine. Some cases it's fine, but if they are really older, it's difficult to get the work done through them.
Yes, and also it's,
And I have faced it too.
Yeah.
And that is common everywhere. So what they do is they hire the fresh candidates. So they know that they are young. They can easily be handled and work can be done very easily. So opportunities will be given more to the fresh candidates or fresh graduates.
So Babita, I see your video every time. Thank you very much. राहुल भाई के क्या हाल है? रघु भाई क्या हाल है? रघु भाई तो बात कर रहे हैं डायरेक्टली, भाई क्या हाल चाल पूछने, एकदम बढ़िया है. And
very good.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah. And Subham, as you said, if you have 4-year BSc, then apply for PhD. But in BSc, we do not have much wet lab experience publication. So will the prospective supervisor accept the student like this?
Yes, you don't have to consider all that. Don't get into that trap that you don't have the experience of research. That's okay, because you may not get into the MIT.
Yeah,
that's fine. MIT people are totally different. Okay, we are not in that league. You might be in that league. I should not say that. Don't think about that and waste the time. Take the chance. First and foremost thing is dare to take that chance. Go ahead, take your GRE, apply for the PhD positions. Okay, universities, and they all look at is your GRE scores or your scores and how you write the SOP, and then they will offer, one or the other university will offer you. And I have seen many students who come straight after BSc, especially from China, even from India.
Yeah.
I know people came from BITS Pilani, my batchmates, no experience, no research, means they just did their degree and came in. So don't worry about that. Take your shot.
Yes.
Take the GRE TOEFL if needed and apply for the
But
universities.
if someone is doing bachelor in science in India, and in the summer we always have holiday. In the summer they can do the internship in the any research lab. They can have some part time experience, and also
that's
get
more than enough, and you don't need.
Yeah. So also you get maybe co-author publication, abstract publication in the conferences. So that can give you an idea of how to do the research, and you can how to write it.
But
So
don't
that
wait
should be-
for
yeah.
it. Don't wait for it.
So कुछ लोग पूछते थे कि मैं 1 साल रिसर्च करके देने करूं, तो 1 साल रिसर्च में वेस्ट करना एक्सपीरियंस लेने के लिए इज नॉट एडवाइसेबल. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अमित कुमार, IIT वालों की जिनकी सैलरी 280K होती है. बड़ा भाई 280K ही क्यों होती है? उनको ग्रीन कार्ड सैलरी के बेसिस पे नहीं मिलता है. एंड दिस इज अनरिलेटेड क्वेश्चन टू दिस वीडियो. एंड मेक वीडियो रिलेटेड टू एक्सपेरिमेंट. हमारा मोटिवेशनल, इंकरेजिंग, कैरियर इंस्पायरिंग एंड अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोडक्टिविटी वीडियो से रिलेटेड ये चैनल है. सो
experiment related video problem
थोड़ा
है
सा-
कि we cannot do those videos in the industry, right?
Yes, you
If
cannot
are in
take
the
photo.
lab, still you have to get the permission from the bosses. If we have our own lab, then we can create that kind of work, but I don't.
So
think
Deepak
it is
Kushwaha, how is the weather out there? If you are in Massachusetts, can you tour the university like Harvard, MIT will be? Yes, I will give you a tour definitely. यहाँ का weather इतना ठंडा है, -10 डिग्री सेल्सियस, -20 डिग्री सेल्सियस रहता है, तो अपने बाहर हाथ फ्रीज हो जाता है. तो अभी 1-8 महीना में कम घूमने वाला हूँ यहाँ पे, but definitely I will give you a tour, and I will also invite a lot of people from MIT, Harvard, who are in my network. So
And just try, even somebody who has who are doing PhD in India, try to apply for MIT, Harvard and all. Don't hesitate that they are big universities.
Yeah.
Fine, just try.
try.
There are people whom I know, they came from very rural background in India, small universities. They apply and get it in MIT, all those things.
So Alisa,
That's why.
Alisa, what is the first author paper have? What impact first author paper have on getting industry job?
Nothing.
Nothing. But at least.
But definitely we look at what happens is, if you say you are a good student and you have spent time in the industry academics, in the resume we look at how many papers you have published, what kind of
work you have done.
But that is nothing to do with hiring the people, unless it is directly associated with the project
Yes,
we are applying.
if it is associated, yeah. So mostly when you give the interview and going there, वो बोलते हैं कि present your work. So वो नहीं बोलते हैं कि present your paper.
Yeah.
What you know you have to present. And जब present करते हो question पूछा जाता है, then they know your capability, technical capability, speaking, communication, and how to handle a very third process question, suddenly situational question. तो उसमें realize होता है paper कोई नहीं check करता है, but some people do check paper.
Related, yes, definitely it has the weightage. There is no doubt.
So,
but that doesn't mean
most important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is no doubt. Industry especially.
Yeah. So अमित कुमार पीएचडी वालों को ग्रीन कार्ड जल्दी मिलता है या पोस्टडॉक वालों को?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's just how much publication. What is quality? Some people have a lot good quality in PhD, while some people do not have in like after post 10 years. So
if a Nobel laureate gives you a letter that okay, this guy will be the next Nobel laureate,
so
they will give you the green card immediately. Although they don't have the too much experience or paper. Yeah, it happens.
So
it's
also
totally different.
Yeah, who is giving recommendation? And आज तो लगता है भाई पीयूष अपनी पूरी पीएचडी का कैरियर और एडवाइस यहीं पे लेने वाले हैं. एक लोग पूछ रहे थे क्या कैन यू शेयर द लिंक्डइन?
LinkedIn is public. If you search the name, you will get it.
You will get it. So you can do it. So honestly मैं यहाँ नहीं लिंक देना चाह रहा हूँ कि because some people also misuse it. But if you go on LinkedIn and find it, you will get it very easily. Also you will get through my network, and my network is not hidden. So पीयूष का क्वेश्चन अगेन लेते हैं. नमस्ते फ्रॉम जर्मनी. व्हाट इफ यू वांट टू पब्लिश एंड डू रिसर्च एज वेल बट little bit afraid if I will get opportunity R&D department in industry, or can we do the same kind of research in industry and keep publishing?
Yes, people do publish from industry, but to publish from industry, you have to take clearance from the company's head. And in Johnson & Johnson, we have a separate division for it. They will decide whether that work can be publishable or not. Because it's all about industry's interest. They don't want to lose some information.
So there is
So they don't do it.
two things. One is first they do not want to leak the confidential information on the public domain. So इसलिए नहीं करते हैं. दूसरी चीज they are not focused on the publication. They are focused on creating the product. So they do not want to keep writing, publishing, and reviewing all those things. So they are less interested in the
less interested, but definitely they do publish very big papers. Topmost journals, Nature, Science, what is this, New England Journal of Medicine, they all publish. Especially clinical data, they do publish. That is nobody will hide it because they want it and they publish it because that.
And also it's a lot of the small startup, it is easy to get publication from there. They are more focused on making their name in research and everywhere. So
once they get the patent, they do publish. There is no doubt.
Bharti blog, I have a computer diploma in DCA and have a BA degree, 70% mark from Haryana. I don't know what is your question. So as I said, India से directly bachelor degree लेके USA में जॉब खोजना थोड़ा सा टफ है. Impossible नहीं है, but थोड़ा टफ है. नमस्ते पटेल, if you have postdoc experience, okay. कोई राज पटेल का क्वेश्चन नहीं लिया है क्या मैंने? I think somewhere I missed भाई, कुछ क्वेश्चन मिस हो जाता है. And let's go to the next questions. I have a qualified BSc Agriculture graduate and MSc Agronomy Master. Can I job in USA like farming manager position, agriculture, Monsanto,
Syngenta? Yeah, I think yes, they do have this, but open opportunities are little difficult to hire from outside, I guess.
Yeah. So the problem is not your capability, the problem is the visa.
Yes.
So अगर इंडस्ट्री आपका वीजा अप्लाई करती है तो they have to go through the multi-level process, lottery process. Also, it takes almost a year.
Once a year.
Yeah, once in a year, and even if you get, it will take another year to activate and you to come here. So इस तरह क्या होता है कि बहुत time waste होता है इंडस्ट्री का. So they are not more interested to hiring from outside.
Yes. Agronomy positions are there. I know people.
Even your friend work in
what is entomology?
Monsanto.
Yeah, that's what he was asking. Monsanto. Now it is Bayer.
Bayer,
Monsanto is acquired by Bayer. Bayer. So, there are agronomy positions and all. They have field managers, something like field scientists.
Yeah.
But hiring from India directly will be difficult.
It's just because of visa, and also they get a lot of trained people here, so they do not much interested in hiring from there. So कुछ लोग को जॉब मिलती है, वो बहुत अच्छा नेटवर्क रहता है उनका, कंपनी उनके ऊपर बहुत रिलेटेड काम रहता है, बहुत बिलीव है, बहुत क्लोज नेटवर्क है. देन द कंपनी उनके लिए H1 फाइल करती है, जब होता है तो लेते हैं. तो होल प्रोसेस में 1.5 years ज़्यादा लग जाता है. Piyush, thank you for all the information. You are welcome. You are always welcome. दीपांशु, थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन. मेरा भी अंकल रहते हैं लेकिन कुछ नहीं आपके अंकल हैं, अब वो बताते चाहे नहीं बताते, बट स्टिल यू शुड से विद द रिस्पेक्ट. ओके,
You have to ask him.
Ask him. हाँ, most of the problem है
If
ना
you don't ask, they will not tell. But maybe they will be busy.
Yes.
कभी-कभी बात एक बार एक्स्ट्रा बात करो. It's fine.
Yes. So अभी हम लोग ऐसे ही कल इसी चीज पे बात कर रहे थे कि जब दूसरा पर्सन आपसे नहीं बात करता है तो there will be another reason. So many reason. जैसे आप लोग हमसे बात करने के लिए इंटरेस्टेड है, बट हमारे घर वाले ही मुझसे बात नहीं करना चाहते हैं. वो सोचते हैं कि मैं हमेशा उनको कॉल करूं. ठीक है, तो यू हैव टू कीप आस्किंग. ओके,
इट्स फाइन.
एंड बिपिन गुप्ता, कांग्रेचुलेशन जी, आपकी लड़की को यूसीएसडी में पोस्टडॉक पोजीशन मिल गया. वेरी वेरी कांग्रेचुलेशन टू यू. या, एंड
सैन डिएगो यूसीएसडी, कैलिफोर्निया, सैन डिएगो.
So Suryansh Goswami, namaste from Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh. I am currently pursuing BA Program Economics, Allahabad University. Can you suggest me to roadmap for the research field in economics? That is one of the very important, and सब लोग अपने पर्सनल लाइफ में इकोनॉमिक्स प्रॉब्लम फेस करते हैं. हम लोग इकोनॉमिक्स में उतना एक्सपर्ट नहीं है. तो
I think
you have some
Princeton University. This lady became the Indian Kerala lady became UN economist advisor. I forgot her name, like 1 year back or 2 years back. She did her postdoc or research from Princeton.
Okay.
So a lot of economics. If you look at Nobel Prize in economics and all, it goes to Princeton universities. Most likely you have to look into Princeton University websites. Yeah. And you will find something. And also, wherever the MBA programs are there,
yes,
there are economic divisions there. I was looking at MBA program in Johns Hopkins. You remember a couple of time back? We were thinking about.
So each university has the business school, and those business school carry all things like MBA, clinical management, or startup incubator, economics, and all those things. So आप हम लोग directly कुछ information नहीं provide कर सकते, but there is so much opportunity anywhere.
I think I did see the research in economics, so you have to look in. That's the one area where you can easily find. That's a way to find the research in economics.
So Kumar, bio classes NCRT. I am a MSc Biotechnology qualified DBT JRF. What is my scope? Oh, so so
what is my score?
No. So what is my scope? So he is qualified the DBT JRF.
Okay,
so
good. Congratulations.
Yes. So first of congratulations. So what is his scope? So
if you want to do in India, those are the most important stuff to get scores.
Qualified.
Yeah. So apply for ISC, topmost universities. You can apply and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then you can join there. If you don't want to join, if you want to do in US or some other European country, you need different scores. So GRE TOEFL is
GRE.
required.
So
I think GRE, they, because of Corona, they don't have the GRE, but TOEFL is required, I guess, for this year and next year. Definitely you can try and apply.
So here is another thing. So Pius, who is doing the PhD from Germany, a lot of in Europe, आप certificate भी submit कर सकते हो कि your master is done in English medium,
Okay.
so you get waiver off from the TOEFL and GRE.
Okay.
Yes,
I think for
Europe में many
PhD in
places.
US,
Yeah.
you have only 15 days more to apply. The deadlines will be done by February 15th. So if somebody is looking for PhD in US,
So-
just try before the deadlines. Otherwise, you have to wait for a little more time.
So here is the summary कुमार बायो क्लासेस कि अगर आपने क्वालिफाई कर लिया, वेरी वेरी कांग्रेचुलेसन, आप इंडिया में अच्छी अच्छी पोजीशन के लिए अप्लाई करो. अगर वहाँ पे रिसर्च स्टार्ट कर दो. अगर आपको लगता है कि बाहर से करना है तो आप बाहर भी अप्लाई करो एंड जीआरई क्वालिफाई करो एंड यू विल गेट इजीली एंड
Yeah,
वेस्ट.
that means you have already chased something. You can easily do stuff. Try it out.
So free web series, thank you so much for the valuable suggestion. You are welcome. And Mujammil Adil, can we apply for spouse back home from third country? I am in China and my wife in Egypt. Can I send her DS209 from farm after processing my visa? Yeah, you can do it. वाइफ और पेरेंट्स को और बच्चों को ये सब चीज़ें मिल जाती है. सो यू कैन डू इट. पेरेंट्स को नहीं, वाइफ को एंड बच्चों को तो आप वहाँ से भी कर सकते हैं. इसका ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है हमारे पास. एंड free web series ABCD कृषि, then I can get admission in master PhD agriculture in subject economy on scholarship. कोई भी PhD आप कर रहे हो विदाउट स्कॉलरशिप नहीं करना चाहिए.
नहीं करना चाहिए, but
if you
here there are programs which they give you the admission, but not the fellowship. But they will give you the teaching assistant, which covers everything.
Yes, so
Definitely.
at least you will get something. So it's like cost of living and everything is like so much, and आपको 5 साल रिसर्च करना है, 1 साल नहीं करना है. So it's really frustrating होता है. तो फेलोशिप आनी चाहिए. तो या तो फेलोशिप मिलती है जो आपको PI दे रहा है, या तो फिर आप टीचिंग असिस्टेंट से निकाल सकते हो.
But you should ask whether they are going to give or not.
Yeah. So and let's go to Naisragi. Venakam Raghuji. Vanakkam. What is that? Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, Namaste, Tamil. And greetings, Santosh sir. Thank you so much. Would like to know your take on being a first PhD candidate, TCS research versus postdoc, Norway. And I personally feel that exploring the postdoc position. TCS research is what? TCS तो हम टाटा कंसल्टेंसी सर्विसेज को जानते हैं.
Maybe.
TCS रिसर्च वर्सेस पोस्टडॉक नॉर्वे. अगर आप पोस्टडॉक पोजीशन एक्सप्लोर करना चाहते हैं, एकेडमिक में जाना चाहते हैं, एकेडमिक में रहना चाहते हैं, पोस्टडॉक इज ए मस्ट. यू हैव टू डू इट एंड आल्सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर प्रोफेसर एंड PI. बट अगर लॉन्ग टर्म आप जाना चाह रहे हैं इंडस्ट्री में, देन अगेन हम लोग बात किए कि पोस्टडॉक.
Yeah, if you want to go and train in foreign countries, postdoc is the easiest way for you to get in. Because the visa is, very few people are there in this kind of research, right? Non-profit organization. So you will not have a visa problem.
Yeah.
So you will easily get it.
So अगर बाहर निकलना चाह रहे हैं, एक्सपोजर लेना चाहते हो तो पोस्टडॉक इज इजी वे.
Easy way.
Yeah, and later 1 साल में आप फिगर आउट कर सकते हैं कि वेयर टू मूव नेक्स्ट. या सो पीयूष अभी कंफर्म कर रहे हैं कि आपके पास यूनिवर्सिटी से एक सर्टिफिकेट है कि आपने इंग्लिश मीडियम में अपना मास्टर किया है, तो यूरोप में PhD के लिए आपको GRE TOEFL के लिए ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है. और पीयूष की स्टोरी अभी रिकॉर्ड कर लिया हूँ, एडिट करने में टाइम लग रहा है तो मैं एडिट करके जल्दी डालूंगा. सो पीयूष आल्सो रन ए चैनल, सो ही विल टेल यू ऑल दोज इन्फॉर्मेशन. ओके, सो अब हम लोग नेक्स्ट मूव करते हैं कि हम काफ़ी What is the long-term growth in pharmaceutical industry? If someone want to establish his career in pharmaceutical industry, what are the ladder, what are the growth opportunity, and how can what are the things they can do?
I think small industry, big industry, medium-sized industries differs. Okay. If I go to small industry now, I'll get a what is this?
Vice president,
Vice president position. But getting the same kind of same title in big companies like Johnson and Johnson, Roche, it will take time. Okay, and vice presidents have a lot of power. Even in industry, in Johnson and Johnson, I see that a vice president can control so many programs. They have millions of dollars in their hand, and they're good at taking decisions, which program to fund, what to do or not to do. So you can growing to that stage in Johnson and Johnson or Bristol Myers Squibb or Roche, Novartis. It will take time.
Yeah, but what if you get a 4 year experience from the Johnson and Johnson and move to other small company?
You will get just a director position maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Not bigger position. But if you have like for vice president position, they need like 15 years industry position. That too in a big place. Okay, not small place they don't count. Even if you want a director position in Johnson and Johnson, even if you have the vice president position in smaller companies, you won't get it.
Okay, so and what is the ladder and how they promote it to next
Ladder
level?
is associate scientist, senior associate scientist, scientist. So below this, you don't need the PhD. For scientist and up, you need the PhD. Okay, scientist, senior scientist, then principal scientist, senior principal scientist,
Associate principal scientist and then principal scientist.
associate principal scientist in some of the companies,
Okay.
not everywhere.
Not everywhere.
It depends. Then the senior director, vice president.
Okay, so how?
That's the research side. If management side, principal scientist is equivalent to associate director, then director, senior director, and vice president.
And just I want to.
Above vice president is CEO.
And another advice just I want to add up here, if you are a PhD, always prefer to go in the R&D side of the industry. Do not go in the manufacturing side. You may get frustrated or you may not like it because these are like very defined routine protocol. So it's I feel like
that is the ladder, but growth within the ladder, it entirely depends on your capabilities. There is no doubt on this.
So just list the few parameters, they take those parameters to promote you at the next level.
Yes. Whether they look at you, whether you have a good leadership capability, decision making power, and can you think certain things. Those are the things, and based on that, they will give you certain responsibilities. And then if you are good in that, you will grow. But it takes time.
So
in big places.
Yeah, so everywhere it depends, either India or USA, everywhere it depends upon your capability. I would like to give you a small story. I have seen a person who in India who was in manufacturing, just an assistant manager, and within 1 year he become general manager of whole quality control. So when he was assistant manager and that division was like more than 50 people working in the quality control, and suddenly in 1 year he become the head. The reason he got a challenge. So suddenly someone resigned and went to another industry. There was a FDA audit and no one was taking the responsibility. He said, I can do it. And he did it. Take control, he did it, and once it got approved, the company got FDA approval, and then he become like so popular, and within like 3-4 years he become like one of the like top person.
They take the challenges. Basically
take the challenge.
They take the challenges and try to work on it, and if they survive that challenge, definitely they will be appreciated. And
what is the growth opportunity and long-term growth and benefit working in the small startups? Because you also started your journey in a very small startup. And so what is the growth opportunity and benefit working in, or pro and con of working in the small startup?
Small startup, your job stability won't be that good. if they have the good technology, there will be a lot of survival, and they can grow very fast.
Yeah.
I know some people in the small
Startup.
industries, they're very happy and they're good and their progress is very good. But in the big industry, growth is very slow,
Yeah.
but your stability is very good. I know even people with a lot of experience who are in far close to 50 years, still they are like associate scientists in big companies in like ours. So
as
that
said,
doesn't mean to become vice president and Johnson and Johnson. I don't think people will come before 50s. They will not, unless they have shown that they
real capability.
really way too big.
Yeah.
It's not going
So, but
to
in
happen.
a small startup is also like if the company has a good technology and potential, और suddenly अगर अच्छा कुछ होता है, तो you will become like really faster growth and also you can make money and long term is good.
I think that
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah. So एक sorry एक question था. कुछ लोगों के बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन है, एक ही लोग बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं. आई नो ऑल दोज क्वेश्चन आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कुछ का मैं वीडियो बनाने वाला हूँ, कुछ का वीडियो ऑलरेडी मैं बनाया हूँ चैनल पे, सो यू शुड चेक आउट दैट. एंड दुर्गेश तिवारी प्लस प्लीज टेल मी अबाउट PhD स्कोप इन USA फॉर बायोस्टेटिशियन आफ्टर द मास्टर फ्रॉम इंडिया. आई एम टेलिंग यू, कोई भी पर्सन अगर स्टैटिक्स में PhD करना चाहता है, देयर इज ए लॉट स्कोप एंड मच इजियर कंपेयर टू अदर फील्ड एंड द स्कोप इज रियली रियली ह्यूज. बिग डाटा साइंटिस्ट, अगर आप स्टैटिक्स में PhD किए हैं तो बिग डाटा साइंटिस्ट की जॉब लाइक भरी पड़ी है. नॉर्मल डाटा साइंटिस्ट नहीं जो जस्ट बैचलर करके डाटा एंट्री कर रहे हैं, छोटी चीज़ें मैनिपुलेट कर रहे हैं, बट रियली एनालाइजिंग द ह्यूज डाटा, स्टैटिशियंस की बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड है. एंड लाइक MRI डाटा है, क्लिनिकल डाटा है, किसी भी इंडस्ट्री का रिसर्च है, या फिर मार्केट एनालिसिस है, कैसे किसी प्रोडक्ट को लॉन्च करना है तो कौन से ऑडियंस को हमें टारगेट करना है. ऑल दोज एनालिसिस इज ऑल दोज टेक्निक्स गो थ्रू लाइक स्टैटिक्स. सो आप PhD स्टैटिक्स में है, आप अगर बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं मिल रहा है, छोटी यूनिवर्सिटी में ट्राई करो, बट देयर इज सो मच स्कोप. आई एम परस्यूइंग PhD from IIT Kanpur in mathematics statics. There are so many scope. आप qualify करो GRE वगैरह and keep applying, and you can personally message me. I will connect with you to a professor who is really expert in statics, and his career is really good and he set up a really big lab. So आप personally मुझे कर सकते हो. Okay. So I think yeah, so most of the thing we cover related to industry. And anything you advise, there are so many people who face problem in, okay, what career I should choose, BSc AG, or whether you should go to BSc master and PhD. They are in science field. जैसे हम लोग बाय डिफॉल्ट सेटअप हो जाते हैं कि ओ आई एम ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट, आई शुड डू द साइंस. Okay, then when you come to the science, okay, whether I'm doing right or wrong, what is the long term? So what are the different options for a science graduate or science master?
So opportunities are very a lot. Basically, even for my niece and nephew or my family, I always promoted people to try in science rather than commerce or arts, because opportunities are more. That doesn't mean they cannot do
Better
good
in that.
in commerce or arts. In commerce, they do this CA, which is one of the most challenging, it looks like.
Yeah, one of the very challenging.
Yeah, in any given field, it looks like they cannot complete it in time. CA, chartered accountant. So there are, but do you really want narrow opportunities or a broad opportunity career?
Okay.
That's the only thing. So that's why I tell to people to go into science field. Maybe that's, I don't know whether that's completely.
So if you're saying like science, if you're going science, there is a broader opportunity.
Yes, you can go into any field at any time.
ओके. सो एंड ये सारे भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन लोग पूछते हैं कि क्या हम MSc माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट हैं, इंडस्ट्री में जा सकते हैं. मीन्स यस, यू कैन डू इट वेरी इजली. मोस्ट ऑफ द फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री, एकेडमिक रिसर्च, एंड जो छोटी छोटी केमिकल कंपनी है, पेस्टिसाइड कंपनी है, और एनी फूड कंपनीज हैं.
Yeah.
सो एनी
Testing laboratories.
एंड उसके लिए पीएचडी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, यू कैन ज्वाइन आफ्टर बैचलर, यू कैन ज्वाइन आफ्टर मास्टर, और फर्स्ट जब आप जॉब कर रहे हैं तो किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में घुसे एंड
Yeah.
वंस यू गेट द एक्सपीरियंस.
Yeah, main thing is single degree or small degrees are not are valuable, but they are not sufficient if you want to grow.
Okay.
Right? So you need a double degree. So
Okay.
masters or PhD. With PhD, what happens is you'll get more freedom to work, or because your training and thinking is different from the rest of the people.
Yeah.
Of course, that doesn't mean the other people doesn't think. The experience
So,
matters. So you can do
कुछ
PhD.
क्विकली क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो कोई पूछिए आप लोग, एंड 5 मिनट्स में हम खत्म करना चाह रहे हैं. एंड ओके, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज what is the scope for PhD in particle physics in USA? So particle physics स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक है, सो एंड वैसे भी ऐसा टॉपिक है कि जो मैं हेट करता था, पार्टिकल इन 3 डायमेंशन बॉक्स ये सब आता था,
No, that's a passion, science, but
No.
unfortunately,
हम लोग को
we
experience
don't have experience, or we don't have friends in that
Yeah.
area.
But any applied field,
Physics
there is just so
especially.
much scope. It's come to either optics, electronics, कहीं भी there is so much scope. Just I told you in the last video में एक स्टोरी बताया था कि मैं एक फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी के लिए काम करता हूँ जिसमें मॉलिक्यूल सिंथेसाइज होता है. तो ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ केमिस्ट्री का पर्सन काम करता है. उस ऑपरेटर्स को डिज़ाइन करने के लिए मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स हैं, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर्स हैं, फिर इसके बाद केमिकल इंजीनियर्स हैं, फिर उस सारी प्रोसेस को ऑटोमेटेड करने के लिए एआई से जोड़ते हैं कि कैसे उसको ऑटो ऑप्टिमाइज किया जाए होल प्रोसेस को विदाउट ह्यूमन. सो उसमें फिर सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स आते हैं, फिर एनालिटिकल केमिस्ट हम लोग की तरह आते हैं. देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल इन्वॉल्व. फिर हमारी कंपनी का रहता है कि फाइनेंशियल मैनेजर है, ये है वो है. सो अप्लाइड फील्ड में है, किसी से एरिया से हैं, इंजीनियरिंग के, साइंस के, यू विल हैव अपॉर्चुनिटी. एंड any scope of nurse के बारे में.
Their nurses are valued a lot in US, because especially in what happens in US is the small places people won't like to go, so there is always need for nurse, okay, or people who take care of older people. So lot of opportunities for nurses in America, and they do get directly the green card. I don't know the now what is going on, but 10 years back and before that, even in India, if they apply for green card, they used to get to the green card from India and directly placement in the US. This is what I know about nursing people, and definitely they have much better opportunities.
और एक चीज़ मैं यहाँ पे ज़रूर बोलना चाहूँगा कि जैसे हम लोग बहुत स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन, आप सब लोग भी, हमारे जानने वाले भी बहुत पूछते हैं, अच्छा हमारी ये कंडीशन है, इस पे क्या है. तो हर एक स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन का आंसर देना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है, बट आपको थोड़ा सा और रिसर्च करना चाहिए, और हम जितना ट्राई करते हैं कि अपने टाइम निकाल के आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकें.
I think one thing what we can consider is nowadays they are giving something called as O1 visa. If somebody is trying directly jobs in US or from India, they can check for the O1 visa, because O1 visa is little bit different than the regular visa.
O1 visa is not allowed from India.
Oh, they're for the people who are already here.
Yeah, so
That I didn't know.
जब आप, एक कॉमन क्वेश्चन है कि पीएचडी से इंडिया में पीएचडी करके, अभी अलीसा का भी क्वेश्चन है कि इंडिया में आईआईटी से पीएचडी करके यूएस इंडस्ट्री में जॉब कैसे पा सकते हैं. बहुत मुश्किल है, इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है, मुश्किल है. सो बहुत तो ये होता है कि लोग यहाँ पे पोस्टडॉक के लिए आते हैं, देन ग्रीन कार्ड चेंज करते हैं, देन इंडस्ट्री में जाते हैं. तो ग्रीन कार्ड की जो प्रोसेस है, फिर आपका इतना साइटेशन, ये होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए, तो थोड़ा लंबा प्रोसेस है. अगर आप इसको अवॉइड करना चाहते हैं तो यहाँ पे रहते हुए आप जॉब सर्च करो लिंक्डइन के थ्रू, बहुत सारी वेबसाइट के थ्रू, एंड ट्राई टू कनेक्ट विद ए स्मॉलर कंपनी, नॉट बिग कंपनी, और जिनके साथ आपका काम बहुत मैचिंग है, वेरी, एंड देन आपको ग्रीन कार्ड भी नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, और उसमें जीवन वेबर भी नहीं जाना पड़ता है. सो डायरेक्टली यू गेट ए ओवन वीजा. बट ओवन वीजा का एप्लीकेशन एंड ग्रीन कार्ड का एप्लीकेशन ऑलमोस्ट सेम है.
Okay.
So you need 4 recommendation letter, big petition, all those capability, and then it goes. So ओवन वीजा ट्राई कर सकते हैं. एंड ये भी मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि ओवन वीजा सबको इजीली नहीं मिल जाता है. आपकी कैपेबिलिटी अगर कंपनी के काम से बहुत मैच कर रही है, यस, बट आई हैव सीन is also not very less common. There are so many people going on their own visa, so वो try कर सकते हैं. So applying PhD in USA, plant breeding, fall 2023. Wish you good luck.
Good
And
luck.
Pritam, can a MBBS graduate can get a PhD in USA without master degree?
Yes.
With the
MBBS is a 5 years course. We don't need the master's degree to get into PhD in US. You don't need the master's degree. All you need is 16 years of education, meaning 12 years of your first 1 to 12th grade, and then you need a 4 years degree.
yeah.
4 years degree. Since most of the graduates in India take a 3 years BSc, they need masters.
Yeah.
If you already have a 4 years degree like by engineering or BSc agree, then you can directly apply for PhD. So MBBS people, they can directly apply for PhD. Actually, even you don't have to get into PhD. You can come for the postdoc.
Yeah.
MBBS people can directly come for postdoc, because I have seen people directly coming for postdoc. You don't need one more degree. If you
No,
come
no.
here-
For the MBBS, you cannot directly go to master degree if you have
No,
directly.
directly they can come here for a postdoc, MBBS.
Yeah, so MBBS इसलिए ज़्यादा डिमांडिंग है. यूएस में स्टिल डॉक्टर्स की कमी है. डॉक्टर्स की तो हर जगह
Then
कमी है.
that they can try different afterwards.
So, but definitely PhD in medical sciences is much more demanding. आप करते हो, आपकी डिमांड ज़्यादा है. So research में always welcome. आपको easily मिल सकता है.
yeah, you can try for PhD. There is no doubt, and you can also try for directly postdoc.
Postdoc experience,
Yes.
complete on the medical research, not on the basic science.
I think
yeah,
they can try. It depends on the professor.
No.
But
So I'm telling you, in John Hopkins, there is a very clear division. The basic science research is separated from the clinical side.
Okay.
If you are a basic science and you want to get a postdoc, you have to have a PhD. But if you are in medical sciences, there is no need of the PhD.
there you go. You can directly
So,
join.
so definitely medical में आपकी डिमांड है, and encourage to apply and wish you good luck. And पीयूष बोलते हैं कि जो भी यहाँ पे कमेंट में क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं लोग, सब लोग यूएस ही जाना चाहते हैं. कोई यूरोप क्यों नहीं आना चाहता है? यूरोप is also better opportunity. Yes, there is a hype about US, and US has market this.
Of course, US is a big country, I guess, and a lot of opportunities are there on Earth. If you really look,
Yes.
okay, more opportunities are in US, so it's natural tendency, I guess. But people has to explore the other
But
side.
इसमें से क्वेश्चन ये है उनका कि इसमें से कोई भी ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि यूरोप भी हमको जाना है, वहाँ कैसे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं.
They may be.
ये भी रीजन हो सकता है कि हम यूएस से ब्लॉग बनाते हैं तो लोग यूएस से रिलेटेड जिनको इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो कनेक्टेड है. बट यूरोप इज आल्सो वंडरफुल प्लेस टू एंजॉय. एंड यस, सो थैंक यू वेरी मच एवरीवन. बहुत सारे अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चन था. एंड थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप कमेंट में लिखें. हम ट्राई करेंगे कि उसको पर्सनली रिप्लाई करें. एंड बहुत सारी और रघु की 2 वीडियो है, उसको जाके देख सकते हैं. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अलॉट हेल्पफुल. एंड आई विल ट्राई टू ब्रिंग मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन, मोर पीपल ऑन दिस चैनल. एंड रघु अभी हमारे पास 1 हफ्ता रहने वाला है, सो वी कैन हैव अनदर चैट. ओके, सो चलिए, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर वॉचिंग एंड बाय बाय. क्रांति रेव फ्रॉम यूएसए, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. आपको पास नाम याद है आपका, मेरे ब्लॉग चैनल से आई है, आए हैं सॉरी. या
Good luck to everyone.
सो एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन का जवाब देते हैं. क्रांति राय, आई हैव ए 6-year एक्सपीरियंस इन फार्मास्यूटिकल क्वालिटी कंट्रोल डिपार्टमेंट, बट माई स्कोप इन मास्टर डिग्री इज माई स्कोर इन मास्टर डिग्री इज लेस, बट आई हैव ए स्ट्रांग एनालिटिकल स्किल. मे आई सो पहले तो आप ये बताइए कि क्रांति राय आप कहाँ पे हैं. अगर इंडिया में हैं, सो इंडिया से डायरेक्ट जॉब पाना तो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. बट क्वालिटी कंट्रोल का अगर आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस है और आप पीएचडी करना चाहते हैं यूएस में, सो फार्मास्यूटिकल रिसर्च से जितनी रिलेटेड लैब्स होती हैं, एकेडमिक लैब, सारी यूनिवर्सिटी में भी
Even
फार्मास्यूटिकल रिसर्च
masters भी
होता है.
masters भी कर सकते हैं बस.
नहीं, मास्टर है,
yeah,
स्कोर इन द
already है.
मास्टर इज लेस, बट आपके
Doesn't
पास
matter.
ह्यूज एक्सपीरियंस है, दैट इज गोइंग टू काउंटेड इवन मोर देन योर मास्टर. सो बहुत सारे जो फार्मास्यूटिकल डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं जहाँ पे फार्मूलेशन, ये सब फार्मोकाइनेटिक्स, ये सब का रिसर्च होता है, उसमें अप्लाई कीजिए पीएचडी के लिए, एंड यू विल गेट इट. Dent Thomas got too late to join. ओके, मैंने सडनली कल शाम को जस्ट पोस्ट किया, प्लान किया हम लोगों ने कि लाइव होने वाले हैं, बट नो वरी, होपफुली वी कैन हैव लेटर टाइम। और मैं इस चैनल पे ट्राई कर रहा हूँ कि ज़्यादा टाइम में लाइव आऊँ और लाइव क्वेश्चन का रिप्लाई दूँ, क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा होता है कि एक वीडियो बनाना, एडिट करना बहुत टाइम लग जाता है, तो लाइव बहुत सारे रैंडम क्वेश्चन का भी आंसर दे देता हूँ जिस पे मैं वीडियो नहीं बनाता हूँ, तो सबके लिए हेल्पफुल हो जाता है। एंड ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग, एंड यही फिनिश करते हैं। और यहाँ तक देख चुके हैं, सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल, और हमारे चैनल की कुछ वीडियो आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ स्प्रेड करें। मैं अपने ब्लॉग को शेयर करने के लिए तो नहीं बोलता हूँ, बट ये सारी वीडियो किसी न किसी को हेल्प करती है, तो आई रिकमेंड यू टू शेयर ऑन व्हाट्सअप, सोशल मीडिया, इंस्टाग्राम ग्रुप में ऐसे शेयर करें, स्प्रेड करें। सो आप जितना हमें मोटिवेट करेंगे उतना हम मोटिवेटेड होंगे आपको मोटिवेट करने के लिए। So thank you very much for Raghu.
No problem.
Big clap. Bye bye. And